Hey, thanks for checking out Cars, Shops, and Collections. If you like the show, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and if you have a car, shop, or collection you want us to showcase, let us know. Our information is right there below. We'd love to come out and film you. Now today, this is gonna be cool. We have a 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback, but this is an extra special one. Let's go meet Brian. He's the caretaker of this Mustang. Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Is she inside?
She's inside. She's hiding right over here.
You want to bring her out?
I'll bring her out.
All right. Oh, this is going to be nice. This is going to be good. Everyone, meet the Ringbrothers Bailout Mustang.
My name's Brian Miner. I take care of our car collection. I'm going to show you today the 1966 Bailout Mustang.
I think we could actually just stand here and stare at this car for 10 minutes and we'll be fine. But Brian, thank you so much for having us, man. This is awesome.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
This is great. And behind this, the garage door here is a huge collection of cars. But today we're going to focus on this incredible 1966 Mustang, Ford Mustang Fastback. Ringbrothers built this thing. Tell me what you know about it.
Other than it's my favorite car, and I think I introduced you, what, maybe about 6 years ago?
Yeah,
and
when
you
I first
became
met
an
her.
instant
Yep.
fan too, right? Ringbrothers is by far probably one of the best car builders out there. Every year they win SEMA Builder of the Year. This 66 was always my favorite. It's got a Windsor 427 stroker motor in it. They did a lot of stuff, carbon fiber hood on it. They got a 6-speed transmission and a T56 Bowler transmission in it.
Okay, why is it called the Bailout Mustang?
Ultimately, that was their nickname. They kind of gave it a little bit. We kind of stuck with it. I believe really on their end, there was a good story behind it that I don't have a whole lot of information on.
Because the colors, they call the color stimulus blue.
Stimulus
so is this something with Bailout and when it was
Pretty
built
much,
and the
yeah.
stimulus and
Yeah, they kind of played off the color a little bit,
Sure,
right?
and I love the color of this, the carbon fiber hood up here, custom made.
Yep. Yeah, and that's one of the things Ringbrothers is actually really well known for, is they actually build most of their parts. They build all the trims, they build everything else, and they don't build cars to sell to people, they build cars to show what they can do and what their parts look like.
And this is the mesh grille. You have the Harley Davidson headlights on this thing.
Yep.
The Ringbrothers iconic logo right here. We see that. It's so iconic. When did you guys? So this was built in what? 2010. This was built.
2010, yeah, and then we turned around and I think we acquired it roughly around 2015. Thought we would never have the opportunity to get one of these, and we're completely excited when we finally did.
This is a very special thing to be seeing a Ringbrothers build right in front of me. Can we see under the hood what they did underneath the hood?
No, absolutely. That's the best part, right?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
So you got the Windsor 427 stroker motor in there, right? And they actually built this car to be on the track. It's got hydraulic floor-mounted pedals and everything on it. They took the motor, they pushed it back to give it a better center of gravity and better handling on the front end, so you don't get a lot of body roll going through the turns and everything.
The hood it's super light, right?
Yeah,
Custom made.
absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to close on your head there, Lance, but this is it's super light. And this car has been featured in 25 magazines. It's all over online. So this is a very famous car.
Very famous car, you know, and it even got announced at SEMA, right? And the car, I don't know if you had a chance to see it a couple years ago, they won Builder of the Year again. They put $1 million in a Camaro. Whew. So they don't take any shortcuts, they don't cut any corners, man. Everything they do is spot on.
And then you have the custom fuel right here.
Yep, custom fuel filler knob, you know. Like I said, they make all their handles, they make all their trim, even these door hinges, all that stuff.
They really do have attention to detail. I love the Alpine amps that you guys have here.
Right? You got to have those amps to go along with the Alpine stereo. And if you look in the back there, you got a downforce sub that those bad boys are powering up for you.
That's great.
You know.
What else is back here?
So you got the fuel cell back here. We pointed out earlier, you got the tube where you can fill it up and then it runs back here to the fuel cell because again, this is a race car, right? So we have to have all the compliances. So down here below also is the cutoff switch in case we run into any problems. Somebody on the outside can come up and turn the car off.
And kill it right there.
Yep.
And your two batteries?
Yeah, it takes a lot of power to start that big motor, and since it is such a big motor, we got to hide them back here so that they got plenty of room for the engine up front.
And I like the LED lights, right?
Yeah, everything's LED on this car too, which is really kind of cool. And even if today you wanted to buy those and get those, you can get them on their website and get that same look for your car.
This is amazing, absolutely amazing.
So one of the things, you can kind of take a look at, right? You got the floor mounted pedals. You don't normally see that in a daily driver, right?
No.
This car was meant to go. But when they did that, here's another thing. You go a little bit further right and they gave you a navigation radio. You got a subwoofer in the back.
I love that. You take this out on the track at the same time. You could be watching a DVD or something.
Right, and then, they just make it so that it's user-friendly. They want you to be able to enjoy the car, not just for what it was built, but to just go out, go to your local car show, do what you got to do.
And these are all Ringbrothers custom gauges that they make?
Yes, sir.
Fine leather on the inside as well. And like you said, I first saw this thing a few years ago. You showed me this, the Mustang. The first thing that I noticed when I saw the inside, and it gets me every time, is right here. You never know when you need a smoke, so they got a cigarette lighter right there. You gotta light up that cigarette on the track. They got the lighter there, right for you.
They are old school hot rodders, man.
Right? Yeah. Cigarette, cigar, whatever you need to do. Ringbrothers got you covered. Wow. Can we go for a ride?
Absolutely.
All right.
There's no way we're gonna do all this and not take it for a drive.
Let's go, man. Before you start, I want to do a decibel check. They say 120 is damage to the ears, so let's get back here and see what we got. All right, Brian, hit it, buddy. Yep, that's loud.
All right, you ready for this?
Let's do it, man. Just the sound of this,
right?
And there's no way you could have this in a neighborhood. Imagine going to work in the morning, waking the neighbors up every time you start this thing.
And it definitely would, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's kind of fun sometimes to do
yes,
that too.
Yes, it is.
Depends on how much you like your neighbors, right?
What's the fuel cost in this?
A lot. $7.20 a gallon right now. Because it runs on racing fuel. So just our little lap's probably going to cost us about $40.
Ah, well, thank you.
Right.
Have you ever taken this out like as a daily driver, just cruising the streets, or do you guys save it just in the track? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an embarrassing event though, because my wife all of a sudden got hungry and we went through a drive-through and I ran out of gas in the drive-through.
And you can't just walk down to the local gas station and get gas.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, 100 octane, man. You ain't gonna find that everywhere. We're gonna open her up a little bit down the street here, and that'll
raise yourself.
Show you, yeah.
Let's see what you got, Ringbrothers. What you guys put in here?
Smooth ride like a new
Real
car.
Smooth. Really is.
It's classic beauty with modern day amenities, man. It's just like, this is why this is my favorite car in the collection.
Really is.
Yeah, this is a great car. They did a great job.
But it is 100% street legal, even though it's race fuel and everything else. We got turn signals, everything else.
Yeah, we got turn signals. We got everything. It's pre-smog, so we don't have to worry about that, right? And just get out and enjoy it, right? We've had it in a couple car shows, and it's done well. Just a great car.
So are the Ringbrothers more into building cars or building parts for cars?
So they build the cars, but they don't build the cars for people. They won't build a car for anybody. They'll build a car the way they want to build a car, so nobody can tell them how to build it. And then it's to highlight what they really do, their engineering, the way they build things, the way they make the parts, everything.
You first heard about this when it was first built, and when this car come under your guys' radar?
It came under our radar at SEMA when they first introduced it out there, and we saw it, man, and we were just instant fans of them, and it was a passion from the beginning, right?
How many Mustangs do you guys have in your collection?
Right now, I think we got about 25.
Every single generation?
Every decade, every generation, every body style. Even first year, we had a 65. We even have a prototype 66 that was to introduce the 67 Mustang. So it was one of those cars that kind of went out to the carnivals and showed people what the body style was going to be, because you didn't have commercials back then, right?
Yep.
So back then they would take them from spot to spot and show people, if you've seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
And then when they were at the airplane hangar, what they do, they had that brand new Mustang sitting out there, because that's how they would have to show people what the new cars look like, and take them to the daily carnivals, all that stuff. And really cool history to watch, when you see all this stuff.
Do you have the Ringbrothers reach out to you and want to come see their baby?
Yeah, well, we talk to them when they come out for SEMA and stuff. And we've had conversations with them before. We actually almost bought one of their trucks that they built too. And right now, I think they're working on a Volkswagen Beetle that we're having a little bit of a eye catcher for, you know. But like I said, they won't build a car for anybody, so you just got to wait until they're done with it, and then they give it to somebody to take it out there and sell it. And you got to hope you like it more than everybody else for the right number, right? And get that car. But I can't find anybody that wouldn't want to own a Ringbrothers car. It's just an amazing thing.
Front to back, it's wild, it's fast.
So what do you think now that you had a chance? You didn't get a chance to get in it last time.
No,
so
that was my first. This is incredible. This is incredible. What is it? I feel the power. I feel the 600 horsepower.
Yeah, 600.
But it's also smooth.
Yeah.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, and like I said, it feels like it's a modern car, right? This thing just handles perfectly. And you just don't get that out of every classic build, right? It doesn't sound like a new car when you're closing the doors, you know? This one does. And that's what's really cool about it. It handles, it steers, it drives. Amazing, amazing car.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Ryan, man, that was great, dude. That was awesome. You feel that 600 horsepower. You feel that in your chest. Dude, thank you so much for this.
Oh, my pleasure, man. I'm glad you guys could actually come out.
I got an idea. A little switcheroo, a little swap. Why don't you, for a week or two, I'll take this home, and you can put my car back in your collection.
As much as yours probably gets better gas mileage, we might have a little bit of a problem with me driving a Volkswagen, you know? I am a Ford guy.
There's a Ford connection, yeah, I forgot about that. Either way, thanks, buddy.
My pleasure, thank you
guys.
guys.
It was really good. If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.